Hey viewers, welcome to another game with Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game between Nerchio as the Zerg in the bottom left, I guess, and Socke as the Protoss in the top right. So yeah, this is a best of 5, so we are going to do all 5 of them. Yay! And if it is shorter than 5, I am going to upload anti-spoiler videos. Not actually spoiler videos, because spoiler videos would actually spoil it, and I'm trying to not spoil it. Anyhow, we're going to see the standard standard setup normally, but it seems that he is not going for anything standard here. As you can see, he went for a spawning pool before going for drones, so he has some kind of rush strategy in mind. Is going to save up some larvae here, so obviously not going to expand at this point. He's going to get 3 of these larvae out, 3 of the larvae with at the spawning of the spawning pool, and he's going to build 6 zerglings with that. So it is kind of a, well, not a common strategy, but yeah, it has been used before. Of course, on this map there's plenty of room to maneuver. And this guy is going to just get spotted by the Overlord. It is very close, but I think it got spotted, which means that he can actually see that the probe is coming in, and he can circumvent that by going over here, for example. But he's not going. Oh, he's going to. No, he's not going to. Never mind. He's just going to go straight for it, and he's going to get spotted immediately. Yeah, he couldn't really escape. I guess you can. Put them like over here, and then when the probe comes in you can, well, kind of run past it. But anyhow, we're going to see what this is going to give. I think this is cybernetic score plus a pylon, and then it's basically done. Yeah. So a bit lucky that he placed his gateway right in the front, but I think this is a complete wall off. There's really nothing that can be done about that by these Zerglings. The Zerglings are going to try to take out the cybernetic score, but wow, why would you cancel that? What is wrong with you? I really have no clue. I really truly have no clue why you would cancel that. Anyhow, he's going to pull off all of his probes just to prevent, and keep in mind, nothing has died yet. So if this pylon goes down, that of course would suck a little bit. But I don't know why he would cancel that. I truly don't understand. I mean, he would have had time enough to get his cybernetic score out, I guess. And with the cybernetic score spawning, he could have produced some stalkers. I truly don't understand it. Maybe his cybernetic score would have gone down earlier. So let's see what the damage is. 1 worker got killed. That is the scouting drone there. Probe, sorry. Scouting probe got killed. But yeah, well, he killed 7 of the 8 Zerglings. Now 8 of the 8. So yeah, really a good trade for the Protoss player. He got to keep his economy. There was really nothing that he gave up for that. The Zerg player, however, gave up quite a bit of early economy, which means that, well, in the end, it doesn't really pay off. As you can see, 3 harvesters behind, even though he's supposed to be ahead, and he's pretty far behind in income as well. So we are going to send in our zealot here, and the zealot is going to do some damage, but yeah, that's not going to matter at all. Where are you going with your zealot, man? I guess he's trying to draw in the queen, and with the queen coming out, can he actually kill this? No, just enough HP on the queen. I don't think there would be 50. No, there's not 50 for the transfusion. So that at least worked out for our Zerg player, but this is really not working out for him. He kind of went for that early aggression, but really couldn't make anything out of it. And now he's just stuck in a, well, inferior economy, let's just call it that. and we're going to get some gateways out. We're going to get probably a robotics facility here somewhere, and just dominate this game. I'm going to give it to Socke right here, because oh, it's a Stargate that he's going for, so not a robotic facility. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much what you go for, as long as you go for something that is actually well, damaging. And I guess he's going to go for those oracles, because oracles, of course, are really good at taking out the drones or the workers in general, but the drones in this case. And are we going to be able to pick off some drones? Come on, focus better. Yes, one of them goes down. I think a second one just went down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a second one went down. At least one of the, well, two now die. The two of the zealots. And all in all, yeah, this attack not really working out too well. He did get a few workers, but at this point workers don't really matter too much. But look at that, he kept all of his Zerglings alive. That is pretty impressive. Although they're not going to heal up, I think, in time. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. So all in all, the Zerglings are still alive, but they're not going to be able to do anything. In the meantime, however, we are going to well, replenish our forces with a pretty decent amount of everything. And mainly zealots though. Why is he not building stalkers? He has plenty of gas going. So what is coming up? Oh, he built a mothership core and he is building some Phoenix. So the Phoenix, yeah, is a reasonable unit. It is definitely good at sniping those overlords, and you always have targets against Zerg. So that is good. The mothership core just getting out of there after they, or getting the whole army out of there after they see these roaches approaching. And of course, well, as you can see, 7 of the roaches with a few of the Zerglings. They are going to go for the, well, the front of this base. The front of this base is pretty well defended. By the way, the mothership core, yeah, that is what you do with it. The mass recall is probably the best ability that it has, even though it's not the most used. But it is such a good ability, and it is going to be able to snipe all of these units from above. And oh, nice force fields. Is he going to be able to do enough damage though? Yeah, the Stalker, only one Stalker out, and yeah, it is going to do enough damage. For now, we have plenty of force fields here to at least hold them off for a while. And wow, another 2. Come on, snipe the second one. No. Well, I guess the mothership core is still there. Oh my god, he went for Void Rays. Yep, he went for Void Rays. Void Rays are, of course, very reasonable against roaches since the remake, because they do extra damage versus armored, plus when they charge up, they get extra damage from that. Yeah, +6 versus armored units. So that means that it does 16 damage versus armored unit. I don't know what the attack speed is. It's here somewhere. 0.5. Okay. So it has, yeah, pretty low attack speed then. I'm assuming it is 0.5 seconds per attack or something like that, because we also have 0.8 or something like that, 1.44. Not sure if that is, yeah, 1 really doesn't tell us anything, but I'm not sure if 1.44 means 1.44 attacks per second or every attack takes 1.44 seconds. It's exactly the opposite, of course. Well, the inverse, I guess. We are getting out of there with our Phoenix, and an hallucinated Phoenix coming out now. Hallucinated Phoenix not going to do anything, of course, other than scouting, but it is going to see that all of this is going to come out. And there you have the Oracle. I expected the Oracle a lot sooner, because it's such a good harass unit. It did take quite a bit of damage in one of the previous fights. I guess it did go up against some of the other the other units. Anyhow, we have some Hydralisks out now, The Hydralisks are there to snipe the air units. Sorry. But against an all-air army here, they're not going to do enough. He doesn't really have enough units to deal with this at all. I have to feel. And well, we're going to focus the front units every time. And then of course the Hydralisks are going to just do damage. But that is for now not the real problem. For now it is just making sure that, well, they don't break into the base. Obviously later on, so once this one falls, yeah, he will have to go for those Hydralisks, because the Hydralisks do a lot of damage, and once they are able to reach the army, yeah, that is going to suck very hard. And well, for now, just doing the most effective damage that he can, and that is of course versus the armored units. And now we're going to go for those Hydralisks. As you can see, the Nexus just shooting down one of them. 4 kills already on the Nexus. Nexus shooting is really something that we see more and more of, which is excellent, because that's what it's there for. I mean, it is there to well, to help you out, and that's exactly what it does. Yeah, we do have our warp gates up here now. So instead of being in the front where they were just defensive buildings, they are now in the back, just as, well, more offensive buildings, I guess. Exactly the opposite of units, by the way. Offensive units are only in the front, and here offensive buildings are, or well, defensive buildings are in the front. Offensive buildings are normally a little more safe, because you want to keep producing the units from them, and you don't want them to get sniped. So yeah, he's going to scout around the map just to see if there is anything going on that he needs to know about. And he really didn't miss anything. Except for, well, these 2 bases, because maybe he didn't see those. Let's see. Yeah, he did see those. As you can see, both of them are on the minimap. And yeah, our opponent here did not see this base yet. So he's going to be a little bit surprised by that. But yeah, well, if you spot that the Zerg player is double expanding, you might want to expand as well. And especially if you're ahead, then you should be able to afford that pretty easily. But yeah, this is where it becomes interesting, because at this point, as you might, well, imagine, this is almost mined out. This is getting close to being mined out, so this is going to be the future of our civilization, if I may state it like that. But yeah, the future of our civilization, meaning that if this base goes down, we're in trouble, but we can still rebuild it. But if it goes down a second time, we're basically screwed. So the Zerg player thinks that that is the case with this base, so he will build this base. And therefore he's going to come in from that side. He's going to try to snipe this base instantly. And yeah, he's going to find out that there is in fact no base there. So yeah, 2 zealots. I don't know why he sent 2, but okay, sure. And look at those army sizes. They're almost equal. So even though there's a huge difference in what they can do and what they're geared up against, yeah, the army size is actually equal. So we are going to blink forward. Oh, pick off so many of the Hydralisks. And the Hydralisks are the main source of damage here. They are so good at dealing damage. And if he now can just blink into those Hydralisks again and again and again, and blink away his damaged ones, so his damaged stalkers to kind of fight another day, I guess, then he has a very easy victory ahead of him. Oh, he cuts off all the Hydralisks. Look at that. They're just going to die without doing any damage. That is so sad. Oh my god. Resources lost, 9,300 versus 4,200. That is a huge difference. And that is really the only stat that matters at this point. We are going to get some Vipers in here to deal with those Colossi, because the Colossi are of course all the way in the back. It's hard to snipe them. And with the Vipers you can actually abduct them. And hopefully for him, actually get something done, but the Vipers are too late. It takes too long to get them up, and yeah, the army is just too big. I mean, it's mainly Stalkers. Stalkers really don't matter if they die, because if you spend the whole unit, so the Viper basically doesn't do anything except for, well, the abduct. So if you abduct one of the Stalkers, yeah, it doesn't matter for the end. Well, for the end of the fight, it's not going to influence the fight at all. And we're going to have so many Stalkers out there. Anyway, that's it. So yeah, Socke, unexpectedly for me, winning the first game. Okay, I totally explained why it happened, because, well, that early economic deficit that the Zerg player took by going for that early spawning pool, that super early spawning pool, it kind of, well, bites him in the ass in the end. Sorry. And yeah, it kind of cost him the game. So yeah, the Protoss player taking advantage of that and just winning outright. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.